The deadliest zoo attacks when animals bite back. You're not going to witness anybody die on this, but this will be disturbing shit.
Ever wonder what happens when wild animals decide they've had enough of our antics?
Getting grabbed by an orangutan. I'll just take my shirt off.
We're about to explore 5 chilling tales that may make you seriously reconsider taunting caged animals. From thrill seekers chasing viral...
Taunting caged animals. Taunting animals in general. I don't think in the wilderness or in the zoo you should be fucking getting into a lion cage and fucking messing with the animal. It's just a bad idea.
...fame to tourists acting a bit too silly when they should know better. These stories expose the startling consequences of underestimating Mother Nature. Think snapping a risky selfie is worth the likes? These people found out the hard way.
With a fucking bison? Nah, that's actually mad cringe, too. What, are you gonna post this on Instagram? Yeah, just chilling with the bison. He was so nice. What the fuck are you gonna do here? They put them down? Well, yeah, and then you fall into the fucking cage. There's gonna be a Harambe incident where now they gotta kill the zoo animal.
These people found out the hard way. It's all fun and games until their annoyed photo partner...
Oh my god, he was actually getting grabbed by the
decides to rewrite the script. Why did a woman think
That's a fucking movie.
Polar bears make for great swimming companions? Why did a lion turn on the very man who raised him? And how did an alligator transform a kid's birthday party into a jaw-dropping event? Well, hang on to your hat.
Is this TOS? I don't think it is. But I don't know. Because you're not going to see blood or anything. It's just like nobody dies. Well, no, somebody might die, but they're not going to show a video of that. Like that woman, I've seen that woman's video before where she got bit by the alligator. She's fine. Like it f***ed up her hand, but...
As we look at some of the deadliest zoo attacks. Here at How to Survive, we're all about survival, even when it comes to surviving the tough demands of being a video creator. Thankfully, you...
Here at How to Survive, we're here trying to teach you guys how to survive deadly zoo attacks. 10-second video. Don't go to the zoo. Actually, go to the zoo. Don't get in an animal enclosure. That's all you gotta do.
If you're already an in-video user...
Woman attacked by a polar bear. How do you get attacked by a polar bear at a fucking zoo?
Berlin Zoo.
Did she jump in the water with them?
Boasting the world's most extensive variety of species, is a place where families come to experience the marvels of the animal kingdom.
But I would get in like a lemur exhibit, something of like a small ape, but not like a chimp.
But on April 10th, 2000.
Yeah, I'd get in well, I don't want to get with a koala. Don't koalas have chlamydia and like diseases? Yeah, I'd get like a meerkat exhibit.
9. Those marvels...
Lemurs are not apes? Okay, a monkey.
Turned into a moment of sheer terror. A 32-year-old woman decided to get an up-close and personal encounter with the zoo's star attraction, the polar bears. Ignoring multiple warning signs and protective barriers, she climbed over a fence, waited...
Yo, literally the exact type of person we were talking about the other stream that's like, yeah, animals just recognize me. I think if I was in the wilderness and I passed a bear, it would just get me. It wouldn't hurt me. It would understand who I am. We would connect on a deeper level. That polar bear is going to fuck you up. That polar bear is going to maul your ass. That regular bear is going to maul your ass. You get in the fucking cage with any animal that is ready to kill and eat meat, they're fucking murdering you. Your food.
Through a thorny hedge and scaled a nearly 10-foot-high wall to reach the enclosure.
Why? Is this like a bucket list thing to fucking swim with a polar bear? I've never heard anybody want to do that.
It was feeding time, when polar bears are most alert, and frankly, most hungry. As she plunged into the moat that separated the polar bears from the public, they took immediate notice. One approached her with a curious yet predatory gaze.
What was her plan, though? Like to snuggle with the polar bear? Like, go swim with it? It's gonna jump in the water and, like, lick her?
Within seconds,
to pet it.
Curiosity turned into aggression. The bear lunged, sinking its powerful jaws into her back.
This is AI.
Back and arms. Panicked spectators watched in horror, some capturing the ordeal on camera. Zoo staff reacted swiftly. They threw life buoys and extended ladders to distract the bear. Some even used sticks to fend it off. After several tense minutes, they managed to pull the woman to safety. She suffered severe lacerations and bite wounds, but miraculously survived. Medical experts later stated that if
And then she should be banned from ever going to any zoo for the rest of her life. I don't care if she wants to or doesn't want to go. She should never be allowed near those animals. She should never be allowed to go there again because you're a fucking idiot. You're like, yeah, I'm going to jump over the fucking polar bear cage and go swim with them. Are you dead ass right now? Obviously, she's probably just never going to want to go back because she almost just got eaten alive by a polar bear. But what was the fucking strategy there? That's not even worth the risk. Like, if polar bears weren't deadly, I'm still not jumping into their exhibit to go fucking pet one.
if she had remained in the enclosure any longer, the
Oh, they would have killed her.
outcome could have been fatal. Polar bears are the largest land carnivores on Earth.
Polar bears? There's videos of polar bears trying to crack open glass cages that people, like plexiglass, that people stay in like, you know, Alaska or Antarctica, wherever the fuck polar bears are. And they're like clawing at it, going, and like trying to get in and kill them. Polar bears will always, but there's never a scenario where like you grow up with a polar bear cub and then you're their fucking friend. They're eating you.
Earth, with males weighing up to 15.
She was suicidal. I think you're pulling that out of your ass. I mean, maybe, dude, maybe you know about this case. I think Erwin17 is just typing that to type that. Hey, no person, if you're suicidal, you think the best way to go is getting eaten by a fucking polar bear. Number one, you should never kill yourself. Number two, getting mauled by a polar bear, probably one of the worst ways to die.
1,500 pounds and standing over 10 feet tall when on their hind legs. They have a
Yeah, that's the video. Oh my God.
bite force of about 1,200 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush the skull of a walrus. Their paws, nearly 12 inches wide, help them swim and also deliver deadly blows. From 1870 to 2014, there have been 73 recorded polar bear attacks on humans, 20 of them fatal. These apex predators are highly adapted to Arctic life, but climate change is threatening their existence by reducing sea ice. They rely on ice.
Most people also don't recognize how big polar bears are comparable to other bears. Like, you see them at the zoo through glass and pretty far away. Polar bears are like twice the size of most bears. And bears are, you know, 600-700 pounds. Polar bears can weigh like, what, like 2,000 pounds almost?
For hunting seals,
That's just like a regular land animal.
their primary food source. Zoos play a crucial role in conservation.
Oh my God, no, that's so sad. See, I don't know why I'm always like, I hope the seal gets away.
Zoos
Oh, look at him. He's like, fuck. And he probably got killed.
play a crucial role in conservation efforts, providing safe environments for breeding programs and educating the public about these magnificent
Dude, the saddest shit you ever see killer whales performing like military maneuvers on like a dumb seal? Oh my God. It's like watching people that are like GM3, fucking Marvel Rivals lobby, just pub stomp a bronze player. Like the seal's just sitting there like on the ice, and the fucking and the orca whales are just creating like a fucking wave pattern to cut the ice up in an executive manner to where he's like on a thin path to where they could just jump and grab him. This guy's fucked. Like there's nothing he can do.
creatures. However, when humans invade their space, it not only endangers us, but can also lead to harmful consequences for the animals. Stressful interactions can cause behavioral issues and may force zoos to make difficult decisions regarding the animal's future. Here's a survival tip for you. Never, and I mean never, climb over barriers at a zoo.
Oh, really? Survival tip? Survival tip? If somebody needs to watch this video as a like, hey, what to do when you're at a zoo? Let me take notes on that. Don't jump in the polar bear enclosure. It's like, I don't want to say that's like a survival of the fittest natural selection type thing, but if you need someone to tell you to not jump into a fucking lion enclosure or a polar bear enclosure, like, dude.
They're there for a reason, to protect you and the animals. Animals in captivity act on instinct, not emotion. Better stick to the kiddie pool next time. Sometimes even highly trained wild animals turn on their owners. And in Mike Hodge's case, it was a risk he was willing to take. Mike Hodge, a British wildlife park owner, had spent years caring for lions, believing he shared an unbreakable bond with them. In 2018,
Dude, the same thing happened to the one guy. There was a dude on, you can hear it. I could probably play the fucking audio. He was a guy that worked with bears. Guy who worked with bears gets mauled. Was it Timothy William Dexter? Yeah, his name was like Timothy Treadwell. Timothy Treadwell is like a famous man who worked with bears and loved bears. And he, is this it? That's not it. There's like he like worked with bears and like shows how peaceful they are, and you can like hear him.
This is some truly
him and his wife get mauled to death by a bear. And it ate both of them. Like, don't fuck with wild animals like that. Like, if it's like a deer or some shit, whatever. I really think the idea of like trying to train like predators is so it doesn't make sense. Regardless of whether or not you're growing up with like a tiger or lion cub or a bear, fucking don't mess with those animals. Like they're not I don't want to say they're not sane, but they're not like built to be, you know, accustomed to humans. Dogs are different, right? They've been domesticated, and cats and shit like that. But animals like that, dude, like regardless of whether or not you train them and you've grown up with them since they were a cub, they could randomly just go and just kill you.
That belief was tragically
they're not your friend.
Tested. One morning, Mike noticed a strange odor near the lion enclosures, a smell that could potentially distress the animals. Concerned, he decided to investigate. Entering the enclosure alone.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I show this? Can I show this?
Him Trinity, weighing over 500 solved the issue. Shamba, a 10-year-old male lion weighing over 550 pounds, sensed something was off. Lions have an acute sense of smell, and unfamiliar scents can trigger territorial or defensive reactions. As Mike turned his back to Shamba, the lion saw an opportunity. In a heartbeat, Shamba charged, leaping onto Mike and grabbing him by the neck. The powerful predator dragged him toward the bushes, his jaws exerting a bite force of around 650 pounds per square inch. Onlookers screamed in terror, some capturing the horrifying scene on video. It took staff members firing several warning shots into the air before Shamba was startled enough to release Mike. He was rushed to the hospital.
Just shoot the fucking lion. Just shoot the fucking lion. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm here. I'm just kill the lion. What the fuck? What the hell are we doing right now? I understand. Oh, we gotta shoot warning shots. I'd rather keep the guy alive than fucking kill the lion. Oh my god, warning shots. L. Joe, he's biting the guy's neck. Kill the lion. I didn't want, like, bro, when Harambe died, I didn't want Harambe to die, but I understand why they shot Harambe. He was a gorilla that could have one-tap 200 pumped the kid. Okay? Kill the fucking gorilla. Kill the lion.
Hospital with severe injuries, including fractures and deep lacerations, but he survived after multiple surgeries. Tragically, Shamba was euthanized following the incident, sparking debates about animal welfare and human responsibility.
I just think we shouldn't have animals enclosed like that if they're not injured. I understand zoos. Like, I don't know what the San Diego Zoo does. I went there, and I've gone to zoos before and, like, aquariums and shit. I think, like, you having zoos of, like, non-predator animals is fine because now they just get to live easy lives. But if you have, like, predator animals like lions, polar bears, you know, whatever, things that kill and eat other animals at zoos, unless they're injured and not capable of surviving in the wild, don't fucking have them there. I can go the rest of my life without seeing a lion in the fucking zoo cage going to provide me 5 seconds of entertainment. Just fucking leave it in the wild.
So what made the lion snap? Experts suggest that the unfamiliar smell and Mike's turned back, a sign of vulnerability, triggered Shamba's natural predatory instincts. Even lions raised in captivity retain their natural behaviors. Lions are majestic creatures, commonly referred to as the king of beasts. They can run at speeds up to 50 miles per hour in short bursts and have retractable claws up to 1.5 inches long.
Well, lions don't hunt. It's lionesses that do, right? Male lions just protect the pack and, like, fight other men.
Their roars can be heard up to 5 miles away. Every year, approximately 250 people are killed by lions. Lions are classified as vulnerable.
What? Every year, 250 people are killed by lions. Well, I'm assuming mainly just in Africa. Because I doubt in captivity that many people are fucking getting killed by lions, like at zoos and shit. How many people get killed by lions a year? But how? Don't hippos kill the most people? What animal kills the most humans every year? Mosquitoes. Okay. Well, I mean, not a bug. Top 10 deadliest animals on Earth. Hippos kill 500 people a year. Elephants kill 500 people a year. Crocodiles, 1,000. Roundworms, 2,500. Scorpions, 2,600. It's a lot of bugs. Bugs, snakes. The saw-scaled viper kills 138,000 people per year. No fucking way. Freshwater snails kill 200,000. Humans kill each other, 436,000 average per year, and mosquitoes kill the most, like 1 million.
Due to habitat loss and conflicts with humans.
I believe the snail stat off of like eating or people interacting with them. I don't know. Snakes kill 136,000 people a year.
Wildlife reserves aim to protect them, but incidents like this highlight the complexities of human-animal interactions. Here's a survival tip. Never enter a big cat enclosure alone and unarmed.
What the fuck? Here's your next how to survive tip from the How to Survive channel. If you're gonna go into a lion enclosure, go in with other people and bring a weapon. Dude, just go over the fucking examples. You don't need to give me the tip at the end. I feel like the tip is like the common sense after watching the clip.
Always follow safety protocols and be aware of the animal's body language. Remember, they are not pets. Pat a lion on the head? No thanks. My house cat already thinks he's the boss. If you want to learn more about wildcats, check. In the autumn of 2017, a routine day.
Tigers are so much scarier than lions. Oh my God. A tiger would beat a lion in a fight too. Because tigers are solitary animals and are way scarier. Their growls are scary. Yeah, they don't. No, they don't. Yeah, they are. Are tigers solitary creatures? Generally solitary with the exception of tigresses and their cubs. I think they're bigger too. A male tiger is 680 pounds max. Lion weight. Male. Lion's like 420. A tiger would fuck up a lion.
At the Kaliningrad Zoo in Russia turned into a fight for survival for one unsuspecting zookeeper. The experienced keeper entered the tiger enclosure to deliver food, believing Typhoon, a male Siberian tiger, was secured in his holding pen. Due either to miscommunication or oversight, Typhoon was still in the enclosure. Within moments, the 450-pound tiger spotted her.
See, like, that's not her fault, though. That's, like, a different... I feel like this is the first one where it's like, okay, yeah, like, this is just, like, a genuine human miscommunication.
Before she could react, he pounced, knocking her to the ground with a force that could shatter bones. Visitors watched in sheer terror, but instead of standing by, they acted heroically. They shouted, clapped, and threw anything they could find, including stones, branches, even a table to distract Typhoon. The commotion confused him, momentarily breaking his focus and allowing the keeper to escape into a safe area. She suffered multiple injuries.
Well, that's dope that people help.
Including deep bite wounds and scratches, but thankfully survived after receiving immediate medical attention. An investigation revealed that she had failed to follow the standard protocol to ensure a gate was securely locked.
I swear to fuck, if he ends this segment with, so survival tip, make sure you know the tiger's not in the cage when you go into it. When you're gonna feed the tiger, you don't want to be near it.
Simple, yet critical mistake with
tip number 3, make sure the door's closed.
Nearly fatal consequences. Siberian tigers are the largest big cats, capable of reaching lengths up to 10
oh my God!
10.5 feet and weighing over 700 pounds. They can leap distances of up to 20 feet and have night vision 6 times better than humans.
No way that's what they see. Dude.
And have night vision 6...
Okay, that's just actual night vision, though. They don't have, like, infrared. 6 times better than humans. I want to look up an image What do tigers see at night? Visual. Do you think they have that? It doesn't show anything. It just shows a bunch of tigers at night. I don't know. I've always wondered what like actual night vision looks like. You know how cats can see really well at night? I want to look that up. What do cats see at night? The cats can usually see roughly 1/6 the amount of light that people need. Wow. This is like the first picture that shows up. So, like, we would see the top one. They would see... Wait. Yeah, they would see the bottom one. So, it just looks... I wouldn't even say it looks brighter. It's just, like, they can see more detail easier. Everything just looks a little more highlighted. So odd.
6 times better than humans. There are fewer
detail.
than 500 Siberian tigers left in the wild, making them critically endangered. Habitat loss due to deforestation and poaching for their fur and body parts are their biggest threat. Incidents like this highlight the importance of strict safety protocols to protect both humans and animals. If you find yourself between a tiger and a hard place, here's a survival tip.
Oh, here we go.
Distraction can be a lifesaver. In the rare event of a big cat attack, loud noises and sudden movements may divert the animal's attention.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. The tiger's lunging at me and I start going, and it fucking doesn't hurt me? No.
But the best strategy is prevention. Always follow the zoo's safety guidelines. Now, it's
yeah, don't feed the geese. You might die.
Easy to be forgetful from time to time. But if you're responsible for feeding a tiger and forget to lock the door, well, that's just asking for trouble. That's a door you double check, triple check, or even get someone else to check. Now, where did I put my phone? The pursuit of the perfect selfie can
Jaguar selfie.
lead people to do outrageous things. But in 2019, one woman's quest for likes nearly cost her everything. Visiting the Wildlife World Zoo in Arizona, she spotted a black jaguar resting near the edge of its enclosure.
We're almost done the video.
Prime photo opportunity. Ignoring the clear warning signs and a 3-foot barrier designed to keep guests at a safe distance, she stepped over to get closer. As she turned her back to the enclosure for the selfie, the jaguar saw the intrusion as a threat. In a split second, it reached through the metal fencing with its powerful paw, claws extended, and grabbed her arm. Her screams echoed through the zoo.
Holy shit.
Nearby visitors rushed to help. One man distracted the jaguar by pushing a water bottle through the fence, causing it to release its grip. They pulled her away, her arm covered with deep
How did him pushing a water bottle through the fence cause the jaguar to release?
gashes that would require stitches, but were not life-threatening. The woman later returned to the zoo to apologize, acknowledging her mistake. The zoo confirmed that the jaguar would not be euthanized, emphasizing that the animal was not at fault.
Yeah, I think if it's the animal's fault and it's like lunging out of the cage, like if the animal escaped from its enclosure and attacked somebody, that's different than somebody like putting their hands directly into the fucking enclosure or near it to where it can reach them.
Jaguar will not be euthanized. We do not hold the jaguar responsible for what happened.
Jaguars are the largest cats in the Americas, weighing up to 250 pounds. They have a powerful bite capable of piercing turtle shells and crushing
Yo, actually, I'm going to cave back on what I said. I think with the woman in the polar bear incident, I think they should try to save the woman, but I don't think they should euthanize the polar bear. I don't think they should euthanize any of them unless it's literally like, okay, we could actually save their life right now if we kill the animal. But if they get the person out and then the animal's still there and like, okay, I don't think they should kill the animal.
skulls.
Like, just don't let people in the cage.
Their jaws exert a force of around 1,500 pounds per square inch. Unfortunately,
What? Jaguars kill crocodiles?
a force of around 1,500 pounds per square inch. Unfortunately, jaguars are classified as near threatened due to habitat loss and
Oh my god, I thought crocodiles didn't really have anything that fucked them up. Imagine being a crocodile just chilling on the side of the fucking beach and then a tiger just eats you.
poaching. Here's a survival tip, and
Caimans are small.
this one should be obvious. Respect the zoo's boundaries. Barriers are there to protect everyone.
You just said that!
If you're planning your kid's birthday and you're thinking of bringing a cold-blooded predator to the party, consider yourself warned. Imagine a child's birthday party with all the trimmings, balloons, cake, and an alligator? At Scales and Tails,
I hated that sound effect.
Utah, that's part of the attraction. But in August 2021, this celebration took an unexpected turn. Handler Lindsay Bull was demonstrating how to feed an 8-foot, 150-pound alligator named Darth Gator. All seemed routine until the alligator clamped down on her hand and initiated a death roll, a maneuver used to subdue prey. In an instant, Lindsay was pulled into the tank, her arm twisted and trapped in the alligator's jaws. Parents
They don't have a weapon on fucking hand.
and children watched in horror.
I'm blowing fucking 12 rounds into that alligator. I'm going doom, doom, doom.
Some recording the incident.
Tranquilizer.
Without hesitation, Donnie
Kill
Wiseman.
it. You know how many? Okay, I'm not trying to say like the abundance factor here too. You know how many fucking alligators and crocodiles there are? Dude, they like in some areas they'll fucking pay you to kill them.
A guest at the party leaped into action. Climbing onto the alligator's back, he applied pressure, attempting to immobilize it. Lindsay, keeping remarkably calm, instructed him on how to help her escape. After a tense struggle, she managed to free her hand and was pulled to safety. A few moments later,
God, I wouldn't want to work with crocodiles
Donnie
anymore.
was able to jump off the gator's back and scramble out of the tank with only a few scratches. Lindsay sustained injuries that included multiple fractures and a
Honestly, that doesn't look that bad.
severed tendon, but later expressed gratitude toward Donnie.
Like, I'm surprised her hand's not gone. Like, it looks like she just got bit.
Even with a lot of training, it takes a lot of courage to get in there and do that. And I mean, he did not hesitate.
And even affection for Darth Gator, acknowledging that he was simply
All right, take it out, sub
acting on
only.
instinct. Gators can weigh up to 1,000 pounds and grow over 13 feet long. They have a bite force of nearly 3,000 pounds per square inch, one of the strongest in the animal kingdom. Their powerful tails can propel them up to 20 miles per hour in the water. Despite their fearsome reputation, deadly alligator attacks on humans are rare. From 1948 to 2021, there have only been 26 fatal attacks in the US.
Really?
And most of them
I also feel like that's because they're in the swamp, though.
happened in Florida. We did a whole
What the fuck? Are they trying to get it in the trash can?
happened in Florida. We did a whole episode about the
What the fuck is he gonna do then?
dangers of the Sunshine State, so check that out before you plan your next vacation there. Survival tip: if you ever find yourself in an alligator's grip, fight back by targeting sensitive areas like the eyes and snout. If you witness an attack, only intervene if it's safe.
If I start getting death rolled by an alligator, I'm accepting that I'm dying. I'm not going, right now it's ripping my arm off. Let me start targeting its eyes. I'm going, however I've gotten in this situation where an alligator has my leg and I'm getting death rolled, I'm fucking cooked.
And you have some knowledge of how to handle the situation. An alligator at a kid's party? That's one party favor I'd rather skip. Stick to magicians and clowns, maybe?
All right, I'm done with this video. It's gonna be a fucking outro. Don't go in animal enclosure cages. That's the fucking that's the moral of the story. No animal should be put down because of something ignorant a human does. It's child to enjoy going to the zoos. I'm way older. I realize that are not nice places. I would say I don't think an animal should be put down for what ignorant human does, meaning like euthanasia. But at the same time, I don't think that we should just let a dumb human get killed in a polar bear enclosure in front of 50 other people as well that are watching because the idiot decided they wanted to just go swim with the fucking polar bears, right? Like in a needed scenario, yeah, you should probably kill the polar bear. But then that woman should be in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's like, oh, she's just scot-free. Sorry you fell in the cage. Like, you climbed over a 10-foot wall to go swim with polar bears. You know, I don't think insurance should cover your injuries. I gotta go pee for the 15th time this stream.